Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Oscar Buzz. We are live again. We're going to be alive. Hopefully, we're going to be alive. We're going to be live 3 times this weekend. Today, tomorrow for a Critics' Choice watch along, and then on Monday for an Emmys watch along. Should be a lot of fun. But yes, welcome to everybody in chat here. Today, we're going to be doing our final predictions for the Critics' Choice winners because I could not be bothered to edit 2 prediction videos this weekend, and Emmy's got priority, so we're doing this one live. It's just editing's rough. I like editing, but it's very time consuming. Hello, everybody. Hello, Pranks and Cats. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Nick. But yeah, Critics' Choice, it should be fairly easy to predict. We'll get into it, but I think we're going to see a lot of things. 3 hours goes, I'll be off my work, and then we'll get Jack on a stream at some point. Jack on a stream at some point. We're going to do a big crossover thing at some point,
and that'll be
on a stream
on his channel. So
on Jack's channel, and that will also be on our channel, and that will be next month, and we will have more on that. But it'll be fun. Hello, Moonfall fan. I'm sorry.
Nice. Hey, you know what? Be passionate about the films
supporting
you like.
queer filmmakers such as Roland
Emmerich.
Exactly. How much Golden Globe copy pasting is the question? I think a lot. I also think it's really funny that they snubbed Zone of Interest and Anatomy of Fall for Best Picture to try to like predict the Oscars, and then PJ was just like, "Nah, fuck you. We're just gonna do it anyways," which is just so cool. So cool.
No, I think interesting Golden Globes copy and paste. I also think Gold Derby copy and paste. I think a lot of the cases we're just going to get number one. I feel it's going to be a very easy ceremony to predict this one.
Yeah.
But
it's probably going to be really boring tomorrow night. So that's why you should watch it. It becomes interesting.
Could be. Yeah. Who knows? They could go wild this year.
From Poland. Hello.
Wow. Nice.
Barbie could rebound. Maybe. The only place that Barbie I think can rebound is if it can somehow pull off PGA and SAG, which waning on a bit, I still think it can happen. But it would have to win like both PGA and SAG for it to like have a shot. Let's see. LCCA winners for Best Actress. History has all been white. Well, I think that might change. Most under a few nights ago. Yes, movie of the year. Very good. All right, let's get into it. Enough people are in here. Here we go. Best Picture. So we said this was just gonna be easy. I think they're just doing Oppenheimer here. I know that Barbie was the most nominated film, but it's the most Critics' Choice thing ever to do Oppenheimer. Like I said, if Barbie is rebounding anywhere, it's going to be PGA SAG.
Agreed. I think we're
here. I don't know.
I mean, that's bold. I think we had a case where, because Oppenheimer, looking at the other wins it's going to be getting here that I'm predicting for it, I just think it's really a no-brainer. Like, I'm looking at Above the Line, it's winning most of them that it's in for.
Interesting. Most people saying Barbie here.
Yeah. Interesting. I just don't think Barbie here, like at Critics' Choice, when they are
I feel like Barbie would be SAG PGA if it had the momentum too. Like,
because Critics' Choice will usually just go for the thing that has momentum, go for the bigger thing.
Yeah,
I think that's Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer is one of the clearer Best Picture winners we've had.
Critics' Choice like the front runner, and I know they did everything ever last year, but like, let's be honest, that was the front runner the whole year. Like, we had a front runner, right? Like, again, I still think that Barbie can make a push, but if that's happening, it's not at Critics' Choice. It would be SAG PGA. If that were to happen. So, yeah, I just think that this is Oppenheimer. I don't really think anything else has a chance, to be honest.
No. It's just the critics' darling, and it will win other things here. And it's
ridiculous that the critics...
What was the other one? They did Color Purple. Oh, they did Saltburn as well, didn't they?
They did Saltburn, they did Saltburn and The Color Purple over Zone of Interest and Anatomy of a Fall.
This is what I kind of thought PGA would be.
This is, again...
It would make more sense for those two to be switched.
This is what the PGA should have been, and then the PGA 10 is what the Critics' Choice should have been.
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know what happened there.
Critics, my ass. Anyways.
And another easy category, Best Director. Nolan.
This is just a sweep. Nolan,
all the way. Every single award. Give it all to him. I mean, it's fair enough.
Deservedly so. Like, wouldn't be my personal choice for the win this year. That would be Glazer, and of these nominees, they'd probably go for Lanthimos. But like, how do you not for Nolan? Like, incredible work from him, so deserved. I'm not even the biggest Nolan fan. I haven't loved a lot of his films throughout his career, but just astonishing film with Oppenheimer. I've seen it like 6 times now. excellent film. Excellent film. I mean, what he does with that, yeah, beyond me. Yeah, really, really incredible. Happy to see that he's sweeping. I think that this is just going to be a sweep too.
I can see a case, but I think it would be more likely a SAG that Emma Stone takes it. I think Critics' Choice.
Maybe, yeah. But I think that Lily's going to sweep.
I still think, I still agree. I do think Lily will sweep. Maybe Emma Stone is able to pick up one. I think that's at SAG, not here. If she picks up both this and SAG, I think we've got a more interesting conversation. I'd still go for Gladstone to win. But
I mean,
right
let's
now,
be like, regardless, I think Lily is winning unless she like loses everything else. I think Lily's winning.
Yes, unless she loses BAFTA, Critics' Choice, and SAG. I think then you're
right. That's what I'm saying. Unless she loses literally everything else. But
no,
I don't know.
Right.
I think
in which
Lily's.
No, unless Emma Stone wins BAFTA and SAG.
Yeah, or like I mean, there's this scenario: Stone, SAG, Kohler, BAFTA.
Then I'd still go Lily though.
But then I still go Lily. But like, I also still think that Lily takes SAG as well.
Precisely.
So I just think it's Lily's. I'm gonna lock in Lily here. I think that makes sense because again, we talk about Golden Globe copy paste and we talk about who has the momentum. Like, I don't know how much Emma really wants this. Like, I mean, again, it feels like Kate Blanchett last year. I don't really know how much she like actually wanted that. I mean, to be fair, Frances McDormand really didn't want it for Nomadland. She still won. Over
but
people
that was
who were
a
definitely
lot closer. That was like a
Karen Mulligan and Viola Davis, and
at that point, whereas this is really just a 2-horse race with one horse with a 10-second advantage, I guess.
Yeah,
the metaphor. I don't know, but Lily Gladstone probably will win here.
Yeah, you're still going for Stone for the Oscar. Interesting.
I mean, the case can be made if she does win SAG and BAFTA. Like, if anyone wins SAG and BAFTA, I'd be
yeah. Then obviously, but like, I don't see that at this point. I still think it's Lily. So Lily, yeah. Angelina's coming. Yeah, we'll talk about Origin. That's getting to Leslie a little bit. I don't think it's gonna. I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm not gonna fully go for it, but after I saw Cher tweeting about it, I was like, well, is this really gonna be a thing? Like, or is this really like? I'm not going to predict Origin for anything right now, but keep an eye on Twitter and Instagram and just see how many more celebrities are tweeting and posting about Origin because
and I want to see it about Aunjanue Ellis in particular because Picture, I feel like it's going to be a lot harder to get in with a strategy like that with just having celebrities tweet and stuff because then it's just about really which films are being talked about, in which case Saltburn would be a shoo-in for. So I feel like if you're targeting an actress and you're pushing a campaign for an actress with that kind of technique. It clearly worked last year. Aunjanue Ellis is a much bigger name than Andrea Riseborough.
Yeah.
So maybe.
It could happen. We'll just keep an eye on it. We'll just keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Which ones? I preferred Lily, personally. I know you haven't seen Poor Things yet because your fake ID got rejected.
Yeah. That doesn't need to be mentioned on stream. But next week I'll be 18 and we'll be able to watch it. So
yes. There was no way I wasn't going to mention it. You can't tell me that and expect me not to.
I guess
to be fair to Leslie, also felt very weird for the Oscars.
Yeah. But not quite as weird. After seeing To Leslie and knowing what Origin is about.
Yeah.
But different.
But yeah, regardless, long way around. We're going Lily here, and we're going Lily for the Oscar.
Yeah, indeed. This one's fairly easy. Even if Bradley Cooper was making a run.
Okay, I think that Paul Giamatti is stronger than Bradley Cooper right now.
Agreed. I think, again, this is a similar case to lead actress, where I think it'd be SAG that would do it.
If I think, Killing wins here. I think if something weird happens, it would be at SAG, where I could see Paul Giamatti. I really don't see Cooper winning.
No, I kind of just think Paul Giamatti has leapfrogged.
Yeah, I think
Bradley.
I think Paul Giamatti's the number 2 right now. And people make the makeup thing, and like, yes, there is a very strong correlation there, but if you have a makeup nom, you're still okay. Like, I don't know. I mean, like 2018 with Best Actor, right? Like, Vice won makeup, but Rami still won actor.
And if the film is winning Best Picture,
right, I feel like that may offset. Like if Elvis was winning Best Picture last year, then I think Austin Butler probably is winning. Bruh, I don't know. Like, it's a strong correlation, but also I think Adriano made the point on Twitter. Like, it's only 5 of the last 14, so it can be a strong indicator, but it isn't exact. And I don't. I think it helps them get the nominations, but I don't think that. I don't think that Bradley's winning.
And I
do
do
think it's
think,
silly.
yeah, and it's unfounded, and I don't get it, but I do see a bit of an anti-Cooper narrative developing, especially around this sort of
Yeah.
whole method acting business. I don't agree. I think, yeah, like he spent 6 years and it's on screen, therefore it's not a big deal. But there are a lot of people like, oh, shut up, Bradley Cooper. So yeah, it just seems like Cillian Murphy's a lot easier to go for, especially for critics when they are trying to predict the Oscars and they're doing Oppenheimer for Picture, and it's the biggest film at the moment. So
And just
Cillian
copycat.
Murphy.
They'll go.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think makes a lot of sense for Killing here. I think it makes a lot of sense. Yes, I do actually. I think that they are going to do that a la Bardo, and also it's Ed Lockman doing the cinematography, who's been nominated twice before for Carol and Far From Heaven, I believe. So it's a name. It's a Pablo Larraín film. I think it could make a lot of sense, and I think we could see.
It's very, very, very worthy. So
Yes,
you know,
it's
there's that as
excellent.
well.
It's
It is excellent. It's truly
So
excellent.
I mean, I don't know. I think if people watch that, like ASC predicted some weird stuff last year. Like,
Yep.
I could see a similar thing. Yeah. Yes, we are going to be streaming during the ceremony tomorrow. It is also in black and white, which helps.
Yeah. That's
Would you
true
say
as well.
Saltburn is just completely dead across the board? I still think it will get a random lone screenplay nomination.
Yeah.
I'm leaning there. I
agree.
think I don't see them doing Maestro or Air in screenplay, and I could see us, waking up Oscar in the morning and the random lone screenplay thing is Saltburn. Like,
I
because
also
it's a
think if
very
it hits bigger, it could get cinematography and production design as a
maybe.
pair as well. If it does just hit that slightly bigger, and I mean, Rosamund Pike's still kind of there. Like, if she gets BAFTA, she's in the conversation because, like, she'll be on a level with Penelope Cruz, who just got SAG. She'll be on a level with Moore, who, like, wouldn't have got BAFTA at that stage. So she'd be in and amongst the conversation. I don't think it's dead across the board at all.
Yeah, sure. I'd agree. But right now, I just have a lone cinematography. Maestro could be a cinematography snub. Possibly. How do you send a super chat? I have no clue. I think there's a button that you hit in the chat with the thing,
Maybe.
but I don't know.
Yeah, if you ask questions in the chat, they'll be answered anyway. So
Yeah, don't feel the need to send
Don't
money.
feel the
You can if you'd like to, but we'll still talk with chat anyways. We aren't the best at marketing this, but whatever. Anyways, supporting actress.
Sweet, easy. I think this is the easiest category. I think above the line, maybe. I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
Island, but
Divine Joy Randolph is just sweeping this. Like, she's winning
Yeah.
literally everywhere.
yeah, definitely.
So I just like there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing else that can happen here. There's nothing else that can win. I'm not even going to entertain any other possibilities. It's whatever. Supporting actor. Here I think it's Downey. Once again, the magic word this year is SAG. If Ryan Gosling wins SAG, we could see something interesting happening.
Yeah.
But I just think it's down here. I think they're going to go really hard for Oppenheimer tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think Danny will hear in the BAFTA anyway, as you said. Maybe Gosling takes SAG. I think Critics' Choice, they did some weird, bad nominations, and they're just going to be boring winners. I think this is the worst. I think I've arrived at the conclusion that this is the worst award ceremony of all the season. So
yeah, Critics' Choice. They're always the worst. They're always so boring, and they do nothing fun or interesting.
Yeah. But either way, Danny Jr. is winning, probably.
Probably. This is a thing. They did do Baklava. But also, like, that was a COVID year. COVID year, like, is just so hard to contextualize, I think, for awards race, because, like, we really can't. Like, it's so hard to, like, compare, I think.
Yeah.
To normal years. Just it was so different. So, but maybe, I mean, again, if Barbie is able to pull off Picture at Critics' Choice, then yeah, I think Gosling absolutely has to come along.
For sure.
Like 100%. But yeah, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet with it. Screenplay, I do think Barbie wins this pretty easily.
Yeah, I think it would win whatever category it's in terms of screenplay, and original kind of probably makes it easier for it to win. Yeah, I'm just looking at the other nominees.
Interesting. More
thinking,
people thinking Gosling. But yeah, no,
okay.
we've said basically the entire year Barbie's the strongest thing in screenplay. Like regardless. So,
Yeah,
I just
and especially because you're giving it to Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach.
Noah Baumbach.
They will want to do that. We all
Yep.
want to see that.
Absolutely fucking wild that they didn't do Anatomy of a Fall here. You're the critics' choice, and you couldn't put Anatomy of a Fall in your screenplay 6.
And
like,
you
are you joking?
Yeah.
Like, that might win the Oscar because
It
Barbie
could.
moved. Anatomy of a Fall could very well win the Oscar, and critics' choices didn't do it. Like, critics' choices are so stupid, so dumb.
Just
if you want to take me into your organization, I don't mean any of that. But for now, you're really stupid. Okay. Adapted screenplay. I don't know. I could genuinely see this being like literally anything.
Well,
anything in the top 3.
Out of the top 4.
I don't think Killers.
No, probably not. Probably not.
I don't think.
I mean, it's more of a shot than.
Yeah. Definitely not Margaret and Strangers.
No. I do think American Fiction will win WGA, but I
agree.
Poor Things will
that's
win.
Also
here,
not until like mid-April.
Exactly. Like Poor Things got a lot of noms here. It kind of feels like a screenplay type of thing to do. And yes, it's not happened anywhere else really. Like Poor Things hasn't been winning screenplay categories. Like even at the Globes, they did Poor Things in picture. They didn't do Poor Things for screenplay when that
was competing. We don't know how well it did compared to the other adapted screenplays, though.
So, no, we don't. But still, yeah, I'm not sure. I think Poor Things will just take this one. It could be Oppenheimer if they really want to do a clean sweep. I just don't think. I think there will be a sense of spreading the love about a bit. Just because if you're doing Oppenheimer, you're doing it basically everywhere. So
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna be bold and go American Fiction.
Fair enough. I thought you might.
Yeah. I'll have fun with it because like you can make reasonable arguments for anything top 3. So
you can.
But yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. By the way, snowstorm. I'm in the middle of Illinois. And we are getting a lot of snow, and it is like 10 degrees. And I had to work today giving people their grocery orders, and I am very, very cold. So snow, very annoying. Anyways, yeah, but yeah. I don't know. Going American Fiction.
Yeah,
Margaret
is a gem of the film, by the way. Margaret is one of the more underrated films of last year. Top 15 film, probably.
I'd agree. Strangers should be winning this category, though.
Oh well, yeah, but that's
yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. Here.
I'm going Oppenheimer. I think they're going to do clean as much as they can do Oppenheimer. I think they'll do it.
Huh.
And it is a big cast, and it is a fun cast, and it's a lot of big names.
Yeah, we're doing predictions, but we'll also mention what we think deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I think it's between Barbie and Oppenheimer. You know what thought I have? You know what thought I randomly had? If they just did something really weird like The Color Purple.
Oh.
And I'm going to justify this.
Okay.
The HCA, even though like they gave Barbie a sweep, and they like they gave it to The Color Purple, and a lot of HCA members are also in Critics' Choice. They have a lot of crossover. It's not complete, but like almost everybody who's in HCA, like there's a decent amount of crossover there. I don't know. I think they could do something weird with this category. They've done some weird stuff in the past. I would lean Barbie, but I'm not sure.
I think it just will end up being one of the Barbenheimer, like when they're two such strong Best Picture contenders, and they've got so many people in the cast between them, like basically all of Hollywood in that cast. If you add in Asteroid City, that is all of Hollywood crossed off. So like I think it is just going to be one of those two, and in which case I just think Oppenheimer's stronger for picture. Why would you not do it if you're giving it 2 acting wins as well?
Interesting. Yeah. They say Barbenheimer also besides from actor, makeup, Gladstone actress, American Fiction screenplay, and divine supporting actress. Yeah, I could see that. I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Don't think that this will happen. How well does HCA correlate in terms of wins? I have no clue. I was just spitballing. Chris didn't even nominate Spider-Verse Best Pictures. They declare more about predicting words. Yeah, yep, agreed. Yeah. I don't know. I could see them doing something weird with ensemble though.
Yeah.
Young actor, young actress. This is just obviously Sessa. It should be Milo, but Sessa's still great.
I think it will be Sessa. I mean, there's a chance they go a bit rogue. I think the second choice is correct here. I do think the second choice would really be Abby Ryder.
Abby, yeah,
because
for sure.
if you've seen Are You There God, It's Me, Margaret, which they clearly have in doing it in screenplay,
Yeah.
there would be a temptation just to go, oh, that was a charming, brilliant performance. Yes, we're going to do that. It also represents a young actor and actress a lot more than I feel Sessa. Obviously, Sessa's, young enough to be eligible here, but it's not, you're not quite going for that.
Abby's more of like a visible child.
Exactly. So I can definitely see a world in which she wins. I would be going Sessa just because.
Do you want to take a swing?
Still do quite well. I'm actually tempted to maybe, yeah. Why not? We're doing number one on Gold Derby for everything else. Let's do Abby Ryder Fortson because
I will say,
it's
Critics'
a type
Awards
of
also known as
category.
the Gold Derby Prediction Awards. But
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It does.
Yeah, I'm going to Sessa here though. I'm going to Sessa here.
Fair enough. Comedy. Film.
Comedy film. I think it's just Barbie.
I don't think it's not Barbie. Yeah, Barbie feels like a comedy. It is basically a studio comedy in many regards. So
right, and they like to go for their studio comedies here. Like last year, they did Glass Onion over things like Banshees and stuff, and like I don't know. Like even if Poor Things is stronger here, I do think that like that doesn't feel like a studio comedy. American Fiction kind of does, but I just not when you're comparing it to Barbie. I think
no.
So yeah, sure. I think it's just Barbie. Wouldn't mind if this one though.
Fair. I mean, it's a nice nomination. I wouldn't go for
it. I'm so happy I got a nomination. Like, I've been on, once Emma Solomon makes it big, I've been on that train since day one. Day dot watching Shiva Baby. So good. Okay. Animated feature. I think they're going to do Spider-Verse here.
I think here they do Spider-Verse. BAFTA, different story.
I'm having thoughts about Boy and the Heron potentially winning the Oscar.
Exactly.
Because I think that, I think Nimona is going to win the Annie.
Yeah, maybe.
And then with PGA animated, I think Boy and the Heron, I'm pretty sure, is the first Miyazaki film to make it into PGA animated. Which is crazy.
I'd still be going Spider-Verse and PGA.
And I think it's going to be, and I think Boy and the Heron's winning BAFTA. I'm watching out for if Spider-Verse does end up making it to VFX, which I think is number 5 right now. If Spider-Verse makes it into VFX, and then also what happens in score. Because I think we have a locked top 3 in score with Poor Things, Killers, and Oppenheimer. And then those last 2 spots are going to be 2 of Spider-Verse, Boy and the Heron, and Zone. If it's Zone and Boy and the Heron, and then maybe like Spider-Verse, I don't know. I think it's really, really close. I think it's really, really close for the win at the Oscars. Here, I think it's Spider-Verse, but I think at the Oscars, it's going to be tight.
I mean, I was happy to see Spider-Verse show up on Oscar shortlists because I feel like if it's on the shortlist, surely you do it for what you can. But if we do, get to Oscar morning, and it misses everything other than animated feature, and even if Boy and the Heron doesn't get score, like something else random happens with score, say, I would still say Boy and the Heron would stand a better shot. If Spider-Verse loses everything, it suggests it's really lost momentum.
Yeah,
it does
and I feel like Boy and the Heron's only gaining momentum right now.
Exactly. It does also have a problem it's always had. It is a sequel. It is a superhero film. It does have problems in terms of the production.
And Boy and the Heron, and the Oscars have snubbed Pemberton a lot, the Spider-Verse composer, and Hisaishi, he's never been nominated, and I feel like he actually has a narrative. It's like his last work with Miyazaki. I'm really kind of starting to lean towards Boy and the Heron. This is true though. I mean, Toy Story 4.
Still leaning Spider-Verse just because I think it will get noms elsewhere.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close though.
It is gonna be close, but if Spider-Verse can pick up noms elsewhere, then I think.
Yeah, I think it's closer than we think. I think it's closer than we think.
Elemental could be a weird score, but if they just do Elemental over Boy and the Heron and Spider-Verse, that would be weird. But
yeah, I guess. I don't think they'll entirely go for Elemental. No. Someone asked if is Nimona. Yeah. Our Oscar 5 right now is Spider-Verse, Boy and the Heron, Elemental, Ninja Turtles, and then Nimona.
Yeah.
Could see a Suzume Dark Horse, but
and I could see Chicken Run supplanting Mutant Ninja Turtles just if they don't go for that for some reason. But
Maybe.
I think
Maybe.
Nemona's fairly in, and deservedly so.
Yeah, I think Nemona's in. Do I like Ninja Turtles? I thought it was fun. Not the most amazing thing in the world, but it was fun for what it was. God love IO Debris. Here, it's just gonna be Anatomy. Like they're
Most
just
likely.
gonna go for Anatomy here.
Yeah,
It-
because they
just
still
obviously.
they did do Sandra Hiller, didn't they? Here,
They
the
better have.
actress. I think they did. I'm fairly confident they did. But
Sure. Yeah. God, if they didn't. Okay, thank God. Yeah.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
they did Sandra.
But
Yeah.
in which case, like, yeah, that should
Yeah.
suggest at least that they like the film and they respect the film to some degree. So, you know, hopefully they do it.
It should be fine. I would personally go for Zone here, but like, I mean, literally, Zone of Interest, Anatomy of Fall, and Perfect Days are 3 of my top 5 of the year. So, like,
Yeah.
strong nominations here. Strong
Yeah, and
nominations
it won the Globe. It's been winning
But
international.
by the way,
feature
no, absolutely
competitions all
not.
year.
In no world.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, would love if Zone happened, but yeah, I think it's just Anatomy, which would still be excellent. Cinematography, this is just Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer's gonna sweep.
Oppenheimer, tick off. Yes, I mean everything black and white. You know, they invented new camera techniques for it. Like if you've got
Yeah,
that narrative
come on.
there,
Come on.
stuff. Tick, 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 tick. Yeah, get your
Yep.
Oscar.
Absolutely. I don't know if we agree. We have a review for it tomorrow. We'll have a review
Coming
of
up
Society
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll have a conversation about it. Perfect Days was the best movie of the year. It's in my top 3. It's like, I mean, really, like my top 5 of the year is Zone of Interest and All of Us Strangers, Perfect Days, Past Lives, and Anatomy of Fall. And I think all 5 of those are just excellent. Like,
yeah, but no, Perfect Days could just be snubbed. There's a lot of stuff.
I wouldn't say that it is getting snubbed. I have it in right now, and I think Taste of Things would probably be the thing to get snubbed if anything were to of the top 5. But yeah,
I mean, I could see them both getting snubbed. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Where they do just do. There's a lot of stuff on the periphery that have been getting some nominations this whole year. So maybe.
Yeah. And yeah, if we're talking about like cinematography briefly, I think Oppenheimer, Killers, Poor Things probably all just in. I could see Random Killers missed. Like the only thing that I think is truly safe is Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Killers, Poor Things, Maestro are the conventional choices. I could see a random world where one of them is like a shock snub. Like we got to remember they snubbed Top Gun last year, and then they did like Tar. Okay. I don't think Barbie is happening here because I feel like it would have had to have gotten ASE or BSE. So ASE was this 4, Opry, Killers, Poor Things, Maestro, and then Alconde.
Yeah.
And then BSE, which is British Society of Cinematographers, which happened today. They did Opry, Killers, Poor Things, Maestro, and Saltburn. So Barbie's missed most. Both. Zone of Interest has also missed both. Lucas Zoll for Ida missed both of those, but then got into the BAFTA, got into the Oscar. All right. Now Cold War, he did actually win ASE, I think, or BSE, one of the two, and then got BAFTA. So I'm waiting for BAFTA. I think with BAFTA, Zone should be fine in cinematography. I think it would just make sense. They like Lucas Zoll. I'm keeping an eye on Alconde. It's Edward Lockman, as I said, previous 210 nominee. Carol, Far From Heaven, right? And fully agree. Alconde, excellent film. Excellent film. A lot better than people give it credit for. Saltburn could randomly happen, but I feel like I feel like that is just that would need more. Like the cinematographers branch can be quite pretentious. I think in 2018 they did 3 international films, which obviously liking international films doesn't inherently make you pretentious. But I'm just saying, like they are more willing to think outside the box than the other branches of the Academy, and because of that, we see random snubs. Currently, I have Maestro missing in both Alconde and Zone getting in.
I think I've come to the conclusion I might just not put Zone in and slide Alconde in because I do kind of agree. Alconde makes sense. It's black and white. It got the ASC. It is also Pablo Larraín. Like it's from a bit. People have seen Alconde.
Yeah. So then you're just putting in Maestro and Alconde and no Zone.
And just putting in those two and just like I don't think Zone is a necessity to happen for it to still get into picture. So
I think that it would be such a cinematographer's branch thing to just do both Zone and Alconde.
I think Maestro is It's very big cinematography. It's very
But
big.
what if they snub killers? What if they snub poor
Well,
things?
exactly. They could snub killers or poor things. It just comes down to I don't know which one of those they would snub.
Like-
Like I wouldn't be massively surprised if one of them is snubbed. I just don't know. I don't want to just pluck one out. And
Sure.
say that's the one that gets
I don't know. I just like my logic with these are like the Oscars are fun and we like them because they're probably they do some of the most surprising stuff and some of the weirdest stuff of any of the groups. Like that's why there's always like, oh my god, the Oscar surprises and the snubs, because like they do some weird stuff. So I feel like we should be expecting them to do some weird stuff. Like my supporting actress list right now is
Yeah.
like Divine, Blunt Brooks, and then America Ferrera and Sandra Huller, because I think they're going to do some weird surprise stuff. I don't think that we should just be expecting these safe picks. The Oscars sometimes go for those with nominations, but typically not. We see some weird stuff. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just
I
in my
think
mind, I kind of think it's weird enough already for Old Conde to get in over Barbie and Saltburn, two of the most popular films of the year that have been getting cinematography noms elsewhere. I kind of think that's like
but is it because
that's a thing in enough. I think in my mind.
I'm not sure. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Someone asked earlier, 5 for international. What we're predicting right now is a Zone of Interest, Society of the Snow, Fallen Leaves, Perfect Days, and Taste of Things. But something could miss for a thing like Teacher's Lounge or Totem.
I'm saying Totem gets in. I don't know about
Okay.
Taste of Things. I just think I think they're going to punish France in some subconscious way for not doing that to me, by not doing Taste of Things. And I just think Totem, like if you've seen it, you're going to love it.
Sure. Yeah, I'm excited to watch
well,
it.
I don't know if that's quite the same, but I have heard similar things about Perfect Days, which is why I wouldn't be taking Perfect Days. Like if
Also
you've seen
excellent.
it, you'll go for it. So
Yep. Thank you. I'm going to assume you're talking to me because that's
probably,
my ego.
Yep.
No.
I don't have. Yeah. Probably.
No, your hair looks great. It's giving schoolboy.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment, and we'll end it there.
I was gonna say Dead Poet Society, but I haven't seen it.
No, that is true.
It could though. Is it giving Dead Poet Society?
Good. I don't know. That's for the chat to say. I don't. It's not. It's not Timothy Chalamet. Whatever it is.
Oh god. Okay. Let's move on to cinematography. Costume design. Barbie's gonna win here, and I think it's going to win the Oscar. Probably. I think if Poor Things takes one of costume and production design, it would be costumes.
Yes.
I'd imagine.
Yes, probably. But equally, there is that scene in Barbie where she throws off a bunch of dresses, and there is literally
no.
three
This is gonna be
frames
Barbie. It's
of,
gonna be Barbie.
This is a costume, etc., etc. Like, come on.
Yep.
Come on.
They made a clip for them. So,
yeah, pretty much.
Let's see. Wait, if Zone, Poor Things, Maestro, if Zone, Oppenheimer, El Conde, Maestro, and Poor Things get in, every nomination would have black and white.
Yes.
Is Zone of Interest black and white? I mean, there's
I don't know.
kind of like if you've seen the film, are we counting this as black and white? Because it isn't conventional, but like the colors are black and white.
Right.
I don't know if we're calling it black and white, but good point regardless. But
yeah,
interesting conversation if we're counting that as black and white or not. Because I don't know if I would.
Yeah, I agree with Andrew Spark as well.
This sounds weird for people who haven't seen it. Kind of. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of borderline.
But I agree. Saltburn kind of does deserve a costume nom.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to shout out Passages and Bottoms here. For costumes, also great. And Priscilla should be getting nominations here. Like, honestly, that would be my personal Barbie, Poor Things, Passages, Priscilla, and Bottoms. Yeah. Super Borderline, I wouldn't. No, Zone isn't black and white. Yeah, like, again, the colors show as black and white during those scenes. I'm going to be very vague for the people who haven't seen it, such as yourself. But, yeah, in those scenes, the colors are black and white, but it's a completely different technique than just filming in black and white. So, yeah. Claire Foy could be Jessie Buckley. I think that would be really fun and amazing because it's between Sandra Huller and her for like my favorite supporting actress. But I don't know if I see that because like Lost Daughter was getting screenplay and like maybe All of Us Strangers would be getting screenplays at the Barbie move, like, and we have Andrew Scott in, so like maybe because the category is really open. But I'm not sure if I'm there yet. But like again, that category is so open that like sure, I guess anything's possible.
Yeah, because I mean I don't know if both Sandra Huller and Claire Foy both get BAFTA.
Could it just be top 3 plus those two?
Well, or is it Claire
Or
Foy
not
over
Holler.
Sandra? Yeah, is
It's
what I'm
just America
saying.
Ferrera and
It's
her,
probably
or
more
like
likely.
a random, or if it's Penelope Cruz, or if it's Julianne Moore, or if it's Jodie Foster, or if it's
Yeah.
etc. That
Mess
category
of
is
a
really weird.
category. Mess of
Yeah,
a category.
wild category. We talked about costumes. Okay, editing, Oppenheimer, easy. We can move on.
Easy. Yeah.
Easy. Gunna Sweet.
There's no
Deserved.
other conversation.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Be
mean,
my personal pick here too.
Anatomy
come on.
should be here. But
Yeah.
again,
Anatomy's my
what are they
personal pick
doing?
for the win
What are
overall,
they
but of these nominees, yeah, Oppenheimer deserved and will. Like, easy. Hair and makeup, Meister's just going to win. It's just going to sweep this
Easy.
category.
Easy. Yeah, the techs are kind of easy in the most part for this year. Like,
Yeah, I'd say so.
Most of the things we kind of feel fairly confident about.
Yep, for sure. Hello. Possibly, but I don't think it will be strong enough regardless.
No, especially the spot because you've also got Poor Things there, like just in case they don't want to do Barbie.
Be fun. May December zone. May December is such a great
May
shout
December
in editing.
should
To be
be in
honest.
editing. May December is in my.
That's a
personal
great
favourite.
shout for editing. Score Oppenheimer easy.
Yeah,
fantastic.
again,
Rewatched Oppenheimer a couple days ago. That score, like God. Yeah. So Zone of Interest Day, the only theater in Chicago. Oh, nice Chicago. I'm close to Chicago, kind of. I go to Chicago to see films sometimes. Great film. Hunting. They depict the mundane routine of Nazi. Well, thank you. Yeah, no. Zone of Interest was just phenomenal. As I said, favorite film of the year. Just ridiculously good.
Wild in retrospect that Society of Snow got a nom in school.
Yeah, I mean, it made the Oscar short list. It didn't make BAFTA long list though. I remember everybody was like, "Oh my God, Society of Snow is gonna be like All Quiet on the Western Front," and then it literally only got international feature when All Quiet on the Western Front broke the long list record. But no, I don't.
I'm
yeah,
not really.
I mean, it's
Barbie
Giacchino,
as
but
well.
like,
This is a weird. Barbie also shouldn't be in score.
Like, why is that happening?
Yeah.
So yeah, is this Oppenheimer, Boy and the Heron for score? Which do I prefer? I think Oppenheimer. I mean, again, my personal pick. This gets some real creative. The Zone of Interest is my favorite score. Get used to hearing that. But yeah. Where's like the Killers score more? To be honest, it's just married. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot.
It managed to keep the energy of the 3 hours.
I think so.
I think so. Which is what you kind of need out of a score like that.
What's your Oscar score 5? I'm assuming this is in reference to predictions. I think we're gonna get. And I was just talking with about animated earlier. I think it's Oppenheimer, Killers, Poor Things are locked, and then I think we're gonna see 2 of Spider-Verse, Boy and the Heron, and Zone of Interest. And I think 2 of those 3 will get those last 2 spots.
I think there's a chance they just don't do Zone of Interest as well. I could be tempted and just say Zone of Interest is like international.
But there's also a chance that they just don't go for, an animated one. I think
there is also that chance. Yeah.
And yes, Past Lives Love. Amazing score in Past Lives. I would personally nominate it. Song. I mean, they're gonna do Globe copycat here, I think.
Exactly. I think the Globes have sort of managed to dictate the rest of the season in my mind. Every other song category, I think, is just going to go to What Was I Made For Now. There was a chance it was a race. There was a chance that, in my mind, the deserving winner, I'm Just Ken, could have come out with it.
But I just think they're going to copy it. I mean, and we could see a surprise at the Oscars because we don't really, like, we'll see what the guilds do, and then BAFTA doesn't have a song category. But, we'll see what happens there. But, yeah, I do just think it's What Was I Made For. I think the Globes are just going to copycat. Or the Critics' Choice are just going to copycat the Globes.
Yeah.
So, yep. Hello. Yes, enjoy later. I'll look forward to that. But it won't happen. No. Why is Gold Derby? What is your site layout? Why is production design below score?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, I think Barbie wins here though.
Again, similar thing. It's very similar category to costumes here, where like maybe Poor Things, but most likely Barbie.
Yeah. I just think Barbie takes both production design costumes here, which I think will carry over to the Oscars. That was insane and really stupid. VFX. This is an interesting one. I'm actually this is the last category here. Yeah. I'm actually very interested in this one because Gold Derby thinks Oppenheimer, which they didn't even.
I think they are going to be the creator here. I'm going to take.
I kind of agree with you.
Yeah, I think the creator will happen here, and Godzilla will happen at the Oscars. But because there's no like clear front runner,
it's wild that the Critics' Choice
yeah.
didn't nominate Godzilla in hindsight, and maybe it's just I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
it's just a lack of visibility at the time of nominations. But I don't know. Godzilla feels like such a Critics' Choice thing, and I am predicting Godzilla for the Oscar. But yeah, I feel like the creator makes sense for them here.
Yeah, because they didn't do Spider-Verse in picture, so they clearly didn't love it that much. The other thing is maybe they do just do Oppenheimer as a name checklist, but I feel like when you're doing name checklists for Oppenheimer so much, and you're scrolling down your ballot, you could get bored and you could go, "Oh, the creator had amazing VFX, which it did. Let's do that here for a fun sort of pick." So yeah, I kind of just think they'll do the creator, and it'll be a sort of more.
I'm kind of with you here. I am kind of with you here. I mean, but I genuinely could see any of the top 3 happening: Oppenheimer, Spider-Verse, or Creator. I could see all happening here, but I don't think any of them are winning the Oscar. I mean, obviously not Oppenheimer, but yeah.
No.
Jack, that's bold. I think you've just swayed a lot of people's personal picks now. But yeah. I saw another comment that I wanted to bring up. But yeah, I don't know. This is a weird one. It's a very, very weird one. But I don't know. I'm leaning creator. I'm leaning creator.
I think it just happened. I think good.
Yeah. I think it makes sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. Oh, would we collab with the Intercut podcast? I don't know them, but if anybody wants to connect us, I'd be down. Oppenheimer, yeah. Poor Things would be my personal choice, maybe. Maybe that or Oppenheimer. But yeah, it is wild how much they hated international films. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get it. But yeah, I think that's it for Critics' Choice. Unless anybody else has any other questions. I think that I'm expecting this to be pretty simple, straightforward. Not expecting Critics' Choice to go that crazy with their winners. I mean, like, I don't know. Like they've done.
I mean, I hope they do. But
remember,
I hope they go crazy.
Remember last year when they give score to Tar?
Yeah, they did actually. They did.
They did actually do something. They did actually do some things. But yeah. I don't understand why they don't do a sound category. Like, what is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't know. Critics was weird, as I said, very weird. And
I hope they do weird stuff. I really hope.
Same.
They do.
I'm just like, because like honestly, we're at the point where like I'm pretty much happy with anything that wins in like the big categories. Like whether it's Barbie, Oppenheimer, like I'd be happy with either of them as a winner. Nolan's obviously winning, happy with it. Actor, like I prefer Cillian. Paul Giamatti would also be a fun win. I don't think that Bradley's happening. Actress, I love Lily. Lily's my favorite performance of the year. Would I be mad about an Emma Stone win? Absolutely not. She was exceptional in the film. Supporting actress, Divine's winning. Sure, easy, great. Supporting actor would be perfectly happy with Downey win for like his career, and then or Gosling win for that performance. Like, I don't know. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I'd love for them to just throw in some spice. Like I'd love Emma Stone and Paul Giamatti just to walk away as the lead acting, just to spice things up a bit.
Though Lily and Cillian would be like an exceptional winning duo if that just happens. Like I'm really fine with that. So
yeah, no, exactly. But equally, a bit more fun.
Yeah. Are they being streamed on the CW? God.
Oh, really? Cool.
Oh my God, it's Charles Moulton's home. I think that's where Riverdale's on. Zone of Rich's best sound of the year, in my opinion. Yes. I think I agree. Would Zone have gotten in sound here if they had a category? I don't know. They really hated to do international films. I feel like they probably would have just done like Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Barbie, Killers, Maestro, and Color Purple or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I think they would have found a way to avoid Zone, to be honest.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Chelsea Handler as a host? Is she hosting the Critics' Choice Awards?
She is, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, I'm very unfamiliar with her.
I mean, anyone would be better than Joe
Coy.
Joe Coy. Borderline forgot his name already, and it's been a week.
Oh God, that was rough. And then the immediate like think pieces and apologies. God,
yeah.
Never let that man around in a award show again.
No.
If Ingenue gets in, who do you think she takes out? Carey Mulligan. I think Margot's safe.
I do think Margot's safe.
I think if Ingenue somehow sneaks in, I think it's Carey. Yeah, we're predicting Andrew Scott.
is what we're
We've been
doing.
predicting Andrew Scott for a few weeks now. I think he's the passion pick.
BAFTA and Golden Globe.
I think Leo misses.
BAFTA and Golden Globe.
Yep. Is there
Like,
house
when
wants
Leo
to
missed
win?
the SAG, if Leo got the SAG, then I probably wouldn't have done that. But
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching. Fun stream. We'll be back tomorrow night. We'll probably be streaming for, I mean, what, 2.5, 3 hours? The group shows are gonna be long.
yeah.
So, yep, we'll be streaming again tomorrow night, doing a Critics' Choice watch along, and then on Monday night doing an Emmys watch along. Lots of things, and then we won't really be having that many lives or watch alongs until like February. We might do a live stream the night before the Oscars or the Oscar nominations. I mean,
yeah, maybe.
yeah, somewhere around there. But yep. Anyways, goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. Goodbye now. Goodbye.